Alright, hello everybody. This is Saki Nakaido, stuff of Final Run 2 Anime 2024 here. And now, let's see what's over there. Let's see. Alright, well, that was kind of weird. And now, because of, there being the plot and the twist of what is known as Blood Rushed Soul, which I surprisingly did not really expect it to get, well, so many comments. I didn't expect the views to go up so fast. Like, yeah, it's my newest one, but, I mean, we all knew here, right? That's like the only thing that surprised me from that one. And also, who could that be? Oh, not you again. Yes, it is I, Ochako. Why didn't you introduce me into your intro? Listen, do you want to go back on the My Hero fandom? Alright. The silence speaks for itself. Seriously, John, you have to introduce me. Dude, no one even knows you. Come on now, don't make me do this. Here, turn your head. You see this? You see that? That is going to be your endo, Chaco, if you don't stop harassing me about this. Now, please, if you want to be introduced to the intro, why don't you just come and say so? Just come on, man. Come on, John, please. Listen, we already know who you are. That's it. I'm grabbing the gap. What? No, please. It's time to work some things up. Yeah, that looks full of bullets. Meanwhile, after setting up the gap. Alright, Ochako. You asked for this. There's only one thing you can do to stop bothering me. First, we all know we need the glasses. You're going to use that on me? A girl? Yes, I am. You've left me no choice. A drag on society. If you don't want the gat, you'll go away. Back into your corner. Alright, Ochako. I'm sorry. Ochako! No! Rest in peace, Ochako. Okay, now that that stupid skit is out of the way, basically, you all know what that was. It was a cup with, My Hero Academia, stuff on it. You know, like, it's collector's items. Also, if you guys didn't watch the video on the Resident Evil 2 key collector's items, go ahead and watch that. Actually, I had fun making that one, even though it was just talking about keys. Okay, but we all know what time it is, seriously. I was asked by It's Puppetry for a Season 2 of Blood Rushed Soul, and that can actually happen. I only have one rule on my channel. If stuff is ended off with a bang or a cliffhanger and you all want more of it for mangas, then all you have to do is comment. Luckily, whoever likes that manga with a serious moral lesson in it, then you're obviously going to get a second season. Now, can I really predict the future into the mind? No, I can't, because that's not how it works. Could I probably tell you when it's done? Yeah, through the, the, community page. The community page of that. Yeah, and you'll obviously see that there will be a second season. I can guarantee a second season, but I cannot guarantee when it is finished, with the fact of February 2nd starting off all kinds of anime remake stuff for Persona 3. There's going to be a bunch of videos on that, so do keep in mind, and I will probably have to take a break from it here and there. And yes, before anyone asks, whoever cares about Persona with my gaming videos, it'll be English dubbed, alright? Everything that is anime playful-wise will always be English dubbed, not English subbed, alright? That out of the way, it's puppetry, and I'm pretty sure many other viewers wanted to know what the whole fingernail thing was about. I'm gonna explain the lore the best way I can. First off, let's start with REM. Yeah, the protagonist that sadly dies at the end. And that's also going to be really hard to see how, Season 2 would fit into the timeline of this manga. It's going to be really hard to fit in, but with John Pullman, my writer's personality, basically, I'm pretty sure it could work. So, let's talk about REM. Who is she, and what does the ending and opening song have with her? Well, if you combine the opening song and the ending song together for REM, it's all about her, both songs. You have the first one, basically the addiction that she goes through and the hell that she goes through. And if you combine that with the second one is basically saying that because she wasn't loved, even though she was, Rem had screwed up her life, and you got to see the end result. Yeah. When her other self says, reach out to my hand, and they combine the hands, what it really was is that it was her essence saying, grab onto something to end this so you don't have to die a painful death. Because her eyes got cut out from the glass shards breaking the other glass of the lenses of her glasses, cutting out her eyes, she was blind, and also she was dying, and that's why she's so pale and white. Like, as in a pale white, that your skin turns absolute pale. Like a vampire or the Joker or whatever, I'm not saying that's where I got the idea from, because I didn't. I was just going along as I could. I'm just expressing it to make sure everybody else understands completely. We good on that subject? Cool. Let's add in a few hit points for this part. The hit points being, Rem's life was at 100, but now she has been hitted by 20% of glass shards and is dying. That leaves her with a total of either 6 health points or 10 health points. When she reaches out to her so-called other self, she reaches for a glass shard, cutting her wrist and neck, and falls forward dead, ending her life and making sure that it's over for good and she just wanted a normal life. This leaves Rem with 0 health points, and she is currently now dead in a public bathroom somewhere and regrets everything she did. We up to speed? Good, because it ain't gonna get no better than this. If you thought it ended with Rem's death, if you all didn't follow along, this goes for every single viewer, not just you, it's puppetry, I'm pretty sure you understood the story entirely. If you go along with, it's even in one of the chapters, if you go along with the story of the manga, you can see that it's very depressing, sad, hits on a really sad subject. Alright? We good with that? Cool. Because here comes the part that could be complex. The reason she was taking the drugs was that she, well, as you saw, it explains it. I think it's like, goes along somewhere as she wanted to soothe the pain of her mother's death, even though everybody else's pain of her mom dying really didn't care. Oh, there's some hidden lore for you. So when you have Ren, the so-called lost brother that Rem had, was not her brother at all. Well, I mean, in a way it was, but you saw the concern that Ren actually had searching for Rem because he was concerned and exhausted throughout the entire second chapter. That leads us with going a few chapters back into the past. So let's rewind a bit, shall we? When you go to the bathroom scene of seeing Alex and oh god, what was her name? Lexi. Alex and Lexi carrying Ren to their house and putting him on the couch so he could rest. When you hear the giggling in the bathroom, basically what happens with the whole fingernail thing, when she bites them off and swishes her hand, it contains a thrust of air so heavy that you can't stop it, and you go bouncing out of the door when the door is closed. This is why Alex was surprised and Ren woke up almost immediately, saying, "We have to stop her." Or, something along the lines of that. This is hinting towards Rem actually being significantly evil. And the whole part about Lexi dying is true. Like, her ribs and heart was all, just messed up. So the part where it says that Lexi dies is because of how much damage was dealt to her. Say something like this, starting off with significantly 100 health points, taking you down to 6 health points. If we're going like a Persona-wise way of anime in general. I don't speak for those rebooted remakes, those suck. No, I speak for the games entirely, because the games are the true ones, and they have more lore, more depth, and it's really cool. But we're not here for Persona, I'm just saying trying to explain it. So you have Lexi at 100 health. When she goes to investigate the bathroom and sees Rem doing more drugs, this leads to her being thrusted out the door and damaged pretty good, leading her to only 6 points of health. And as they're driving along trying to find her, since Ren apparently knows where she is, I don't know what all of you expect for a second season, so comment down below, because if you expect something from a second season, then it could probably happen, but first, you have to comment and tell me what you expect for a second season, and I could probably make it happen. Anyways, back to explaining the lore of this sad and disturbing story. We're in the car now, right? And they're driving to go find Rem, okay? Well, you have Alex at 100 points of health, and you have Ren at also 100 points of health. And you have Lexi at 5 to 4 points of health now, giving her final words saying, "Make sure you give these glasses to her." And they give her the glasses, connecting Rem and Lexi's mind to each other. And as she says her final words, you now have 0 points of health, as you basically are now dead. So Lexi is dead now. She's out of the story, okay? She's never coming back. She died. And when they try to so-called convince Rem to actually, coming along with them, yeah, that doesn't work. When her eyes change color, her health goes down significantly. So when she puts on the glasses and can see everything that Lexi had seen and connects the minds of both of them, this takes Rem to 4 points of health, but also upping it to 6. You understand so far? Amazing! Alright. As the conversation between Alex and Ren and Rem go on, Rem gets angry and shoots Alex and kills him, this leading him from 100 points of health to 0 points as his body falls down dead on the ground. And now this leads us to the ending half of the first season, okay? This leads us to the point where basically Ren no longer likes Rem, gives her the finger, and grabs the keys off of Alex's dead corpse and drives away. Also, notice how Ren did not care anymore and just took the keys and said nothing to Alex's dead body, driving away, leaving Rem vulnerable and, well, since her health is bad anyway. This leads her to coming to her senses, and when she goes back into the bathroom, barely able to stand, she is still at the same points of health, but we're going to take 6 away from you and lead it to 5. This being that since Rem knows what she did, she gets angry and smashes the mirror from the public bathroom, breaking her glasses, slashing out her eyes, and as she does, she throws her gun away. This leads her to 3 more points of health. Slowly dying, we have a slowly dying Rem. And she can't do anything. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you all know what happens next. She hears a voice thinking it's hers, reaches out, and when she throws her gun away outside of the bathroom, basically she threw it out the door. I can't really remember if that's when she's already lost her eyes or when she didn't. But you also notice how when she smashed the glass mirror, breaking her glasses lens, slashing out her eyes, she fell down with her back facing the sink in shock, surrounded by a bunch of glass. We now have a bleeding out Rem. This leads her to 3 points of health now. When she reaches out and hears the words, this is basically saying in the story, hey, she's already dying. So let's take that 3 away and put it back in for a minute as she's reaching out, basically to a piece of glass, slicing her wrist and cutting her throat. And when she falls down forward on the ground dead in the public bathroom, with her glasses flung off of her face, we now have a Rem accepting who she is and who she wanted to be, noticing that soothing the pain of her mom's death was too much, and that's why she did drugs. But she dies knowing that this was all wrong, and yeah. I don't know how else to explain it to you, because now you have Rem with 0 points of health, okay? Rem is now dead, and Ren is somewhere else. So that leads us to the end of the story. Like I said, a second season is possible. It can happen, but let me know if you want it to be more about Rem's, past before she did all of this bad things. Or if you want it to be about Ren, because that can actually happen. Ren is still alive, alright? He's somewhere out there. Rem, Alex, Lexi, they're all dead, alright? Yeah. I have nothing else to say about this other than that's the entire story. The lore explained in ways that hopefully all of you can understand. That being said and done, this has been Saki Nikaido, Stuff of Funnyland 2 Anime 2024 here. Okay? Also, I did a review of Spider-Man 2. Again, if you have not finished your playthrough, do not watch that yet, as it contains spoilers for the story and much, much more. With that all said and done, you already know the 4 options to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're notified for more content on the channel. Yet again, it's all optional and it's all up to you at the end of the day. That said, everybody, I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace out. Hopefully this video made sense for the manga, and I'll see all of you very, very soon in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye. Also in the comments, can we get a rest in peace for REM? Thank you.